in contemporary Ghanaian public sphere. Let's acknowledge you, there
we are in a crisis as a continent, as a people, as a race. And indeed, Professor Ali Mazrui aptly captured this. Now he said the ancestors are really angry. And for those who believe in the power of the ancestors, according to Mazrui, he said the proof of the ancestral anger is around us. And for those who don't believe in it, their anger is given a different name. And he said, if you look at what is going on in the continent from Dakar to Mobutu, you realize that our institutions are decaying, our structures are rusting away. Indeed, the ancestors are really angry, and it appears that they are engaged in some kind of cultural sabotage. And then he went on to ask, if indeed the ancestors are angry, what exactly is the problem? What sin have we committed? And he gave the answer by saying that, yes, we try to modernize without consulting them. We try to break away from cultural continuities without seeking their consent. And because of that, the ancestors are angry with us. If you look at whatever is going on, you realize that on one hand, we love modernity. And of course, you and I will agree. And that is why we are using technology. We love it. It's not as if we are going to discontinue using it. But at the same time, we also love our tradition. And so we realize that we are at the crossroad of modernity and tradition. All right. Now, if you look at whatever is going on in our public domain, particularly in our judiciary and legislature, you realize that we are engaging a number of modern or, if you like, westernized forms of governance. At the same time, we also love our own traditional practices and beliefs, even if in a subtle way. And so the challenge here is that we are more or less like a confused people. We are a society riding two horses. On one hand, we love modernity. On the other hand, too, we love our tradition. And the funny thing is that we have not been able to blend the two in order to form a coherent whole. And that is aptly captured by Professor Mazrui. So we live in two half cultures that is very difficult to be blended. In all this, we realize that our ancestral powers, our ancestral spirituality, from what we have said so far, it's every indication that it's the terminal point. Our leaders will pretend that, the society is not modern. The society is modern. We are not going to go back to our tradition and everything. But behind the scene, we know what goes on, right? And so when there is difficulty, particularly when there is electoral tension, we go to our chiefs for solution. When the going becomes very tough, when the competition becomes tough, what happens is that we go back to seek our ancestral support. And so these are the things that give me the hope that when we really try to sustain what we have started today, when we go back, when we remember and we try very hard, it is very possible that we can reclaim what belongs